Great mixing to get that 4 and 7 down. Billy-Hardwick, who bowls a lot, has a little different tactic in taking care of his hands. Here's what he says.
I average of about 1,000 games a year, and I have no joint in my ring finger, so I have to keep the hold in my ball very loose so I can stand the pressure.
So now Billy-Hardwick has taken the lead over John Guenther. Billy with strikes in the 6th and 7th frames, totals 109 through the 5th frame. And John Guenther, coming off the perfect game after 4 strikes in a row, lost the 4-pin in the 5th frame, was open in the 6th, totals 135, and he trails by 4 pins as he goes to work here on the right lane in the 7th frame, and he gets a strike.
There you saw him trip that 4-pin out. The ball was breaking sharply for him again. Not quite as much as before. Therefore, that 2 got the 4 and carried it straight back.
Well, we've been kind of laughingly referring to the Professional Bowlers Tour on ABC television this year as the Wayne Zahn Show, since Wayne's been on 3 out of 4 weeks. But Johnny Guenther become something of the star today, I'll tell you. Johnny has a chance here in the 8th frame to regain the lead from Billy-Hardwick. And that strike will do it.
Straight through shot there, Keith. Had good target line.
The action will continue here in San Jose, California, right after this message. Keith Jackson along with Billy Whaley at the $60,000 San Jose PBA Open Championship. This is Billy-Hardwick with a strike in the 8th frame in his match with John Guenther, and it is the 3rd match of the afternoon. Johnny Guenther defeated Buzz Fazio in the opening match 203 to 195. Then Johnny came back with a perfect game to defeat Don Johnson, and here he is locked up in a tough one with Billy-Hardwick in match number 3. Hardwick right now standing ready for the 9th frame, leads by 4.
There you see it, Keith. The left lane moving a little bit more. Billy-Hardwick earlier left the 4-pin on that lane. Here you're going to see that 2-pin going around the 4, playing it direct, like Buzz Fazio. Billy-Hardwick uses a full roller type release. That is where the ball tracks between the thumb and fingers. So he's going very direct and didn't get the kickback off the wall.
So Billy-Hardwick has a spare in the 9th frame, totals 188 through 8. With that spare working in 9. Now here's a big one for Johnny Guenther. He's down by 3. He can regain the lead here in the 9th frame. And, of course, set up things for the 10th. Well, it didn't really matter unless both of them toppled over. And the 7 teetered and tottered and fell into the pit.
Well, that was the importance of that shot in getting a strike there, Keith. It set him up for the 10th frame on the left lane, which has been his favorite here today.
And John gets his spare. But he is down by 4 pins.
Presuming that Billy-Hardwick would mark in the 10th frame, Johnny Guenther then, in order to take the lead, would need 2 or 3 strikes, at least a double here in the 10th frame.
If he loses, he wins $13,000 today. If he wins, he's guaranteed $15,000 winning this match. If he wins a whole bundle, of course, it's $19,000. And a strike.
Still alive, Keith. Getting that strike now forces Billy-Hardwick to at least mark. If he can strike on this ball, he would send his game into the 230s and force Billy-Hardwick to double. This is, even though he bowled a 300, he needs a strike to continue and have a shot at the $9,000. Needs a strike on this ball.
And he's on his favorite lane. Got it.
Letter perfect under pressure, Keith. For that much money, needing that many strikes, a lot of pressure. By getting that strike, Johnny Guenther is now leading by 6 pins.
So John Guenther has a 233 game. 203, 300, and 233.
Now Billy-Hardwick, in order to win, needs 2 strikes and then 6.
He's on the right lane, which has been his best lane.
He played it up in there. He went for it boldly. A little slower where his ball has been holding. There you see it. Charged through. Catching too much of the head pin and not settling into the pocket.
So John Guenther defeats Billy-Hardwick. And the story of the $60,000 San Jose Open Championship is almost history. Johnny Guenther getting set to meet Wayne Zahn from Atlanta, Georgia. At stake, the championship and $9,000. We'll be back in just a moment.